Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Jennifer. Today I'm sharing with you guys some crock-pot meals that I have filmed over the course of the last couple months. This all wasn't in a week, as you will see. It's a ton of different pork ideas. There are a couple chicken in there too, but I love doing pork in the crock-pot, so you will see there are a lot of variations of pork that I do in the crock-pot, but they are super easy and super delicious, and I've just recorded them over time and then put them all together so that you can get a few different crock-pot meals in one video. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and get some ideas from it, so let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, guys, so here I am just throwing in some country style bone-in pork ribs that I got. You will see a theme throughout this video that I absolutely love to cook pork in the crock pot. I think it just makes it super tender and falling apart, and you could put a bunch of different sauces on it and make it your own, which is what I love to do, which you'll see throughout this video. But these are the country style ribs with the bone in, which give it amazing flavor. And here I'm just dumping all my seasonings on, which is garlic powder, adobe, and minced onion, which I kind of add on everything. And then I am also going to add this G. Hughes sugar-free hickory barbecue sauce, which I absolutely love all the G. Hughes sauces. They are keto friendly and sugar-free, and they taste phenomenal. And then I am going to pop it on low for probably about 8 hours or so, and then I will show you when it's all ready. All right, and to go with these barbecue country style pork ribs, I just cut up a head of cauliflower and I have it here boiling, and then I am making some of these seasoned southern style mixed greens that are absolutely delicious, and I have just a couple tablespoons of butter in there, and then I'm going to add some garlic and sour cream and cheese and butter and stuff to the cauliflower mash and mash that up, and then I'll show you when everything's all plated up. All right, and there is the barbecue ribs out of the crock pot. They're super tender and falling apart. Then the cauliflower mash, I just added sour cream, cheese, garlic, parsley, salt, and pepper. And then there's the southern style mixed greens, and we are ready to eat. Okay, so tonight's dinner is super easy. I'm just going to dump all of this in the crock pot and let it cook on low for 4 to 6 hours. I'm making like a keto-fied brown sugar glaze to go on top. I'm missing one item that I normally add in there, which are minced onion. It just gives it like a good texture on the top, but I'm going to add them in a little bit after I stop at the store and grab some, so I will show you guys that then. But I have some chicken thighs here as well as some chicken tenderloins. That's what I had on hand, so that's what I'm using. I'm going to throw that in, and then I'm going to make like a little glaze here and just dump it on top. Avocado oil. Okay, so I've covered all of the chicken with the sauce, and like I said, I'm just going to put it on low for 4 to 6 hours. I'll check it at 4 and see how it's looking. All right, so the chicken is all done in the crock pot. I'm getting ready to pull it out, but I'm just making up my fried cauliflower rice right here and just letting these eggs cook in the middle for a second. Then I'm going to break them up in there, and I have salt, pepper, garlic, parsley, and some of the soy sauce, which this is what I use, the Bragg liquid aminos. And then I have some Brussels sprouts on the side, and I'll show you when I have everything plated up. All right, and here's dinner all plated up. This cauliflower rice, I just added the garlic, parsley, and a fried egg in there. You could add carrots in there if you want to, but I didn't tonight. And then I just have some Brussels sprouts here, and that's the chicken out of the crock pot. It's super crispy on the top, but falling apart. Super easy and quick dinner. All right, guys, tonight's dump and go crock pot meal is a little bit different because I am just showing you what I do to prepare for 2 different dinners. They have these twin packs of boneless pork tenderloins, always for a really good deal at Aldi's. and I am going to throw them in the crock pot and cook them on low for 8 hours. And I'm just going to add these seasonings that you see here and nothing else. That way when they are done, then I can take one of the tenderloins, chop it up, mix it with barbecue sauce, and have that for a dinner with some coleslaw, which is what I'm doing tonight. And the other tenderloin I will put up. It will already be fully cooked, and I can either make it like a teriyaki glaze for it, or I can make it a lemon pepper tenderloin, and that way I'll knock out 2 dinners in one night. So I'm going to throw these in the crock pot with some seasoning, and then I will show you when they are all ready. And as you can see, I just got both tenderloins in there, and they are really good size. So they'll make the perfect amount for 2 dinners. And now I have all the seasonings on them, and I am just going to put this on low for 8 hours and let this cook all day. And the seasonings that I put on it are just like the basic ones that I usually add to all my meals. This is the Goya Adobo all-purpose seasoning, minced onion, pepper, salt, garlic powder, and then some of this Keto Chop House, which I just added the rest in to the crock pot. So I'll show you when all of this is done cooking. Okay, so this has been on for 7.5 hours, and they are done. Ooh, steam. And they are both done. Got some crispy edges there, and I'm gonna pull one out and put it up in the fridge in a Tupperware for another night. And the other one, I am going to add this sugar-free hickory barbecue sauce for tonight's dinner. All right, so I've shredded this one all up and put some barbecue sauce in with it. And here's the other one that I am just letting cool. It is super tender and falling apart. I'm just gonna let this one cool, and then I'm gonna put it in a Tupperware for another night. And so super easy, 2 dinners knocked out. All right, so here's the dinner that I made with tonight's pork loin. I just mixed the barbecue sauce with it like I told you earlier. Then we had some cauliflower mac and cheese bake leftover, so I just reheated some of that, and I made some sugar-free coleslaw, which I've shown on the channel a bunch of times. So I'll try to find one of those videos and link them down below. But that is going to be dinner tonight. And then that is the pork that is left over from the other tenderloin. That will be another night's dinner. For tonight's crock pot meal, we are going to be making a loaded chicken and cauliflower soup. It's got all kinds of awesome ingredients in it. It's not like super complicated or anything. Just prep everything and throw it all in the crock pot and you're good to go. So I have a pack of chicken breasts here, and I'm going to use this whole pack. It is a little over a pound, as well as some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and I'm going to throw this whole pack in there as well. And then I'm going to use, I'm not sure how much, if I'll use both of these full. I have 1 chicken stock and 1 chicken broth. If I'll use both the full containers or what, we'll see as I add stuff in, but probably use both of those. And then I have an onion, some carrots, and celery. And then I have 2 bags of frozen cauliflower. You could use fresh cauliflower if you want to, but just to make it simple, because I have a super busy week this week, I'm just going to toss those in there. And then salt, pepper, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. And then after all that cooks for a little bit, then I'm going to add the cheese and the heavy cream in closer to the end. And then I'm also going to fry up a little bit of this bacon and add it in as well. So I'll show you how I put all this together. I have all the chicken in the crock pot, and I've already added all the seasonings. Now I'm going to take my container of chicken stock here and just pour that right in. Now I have all my veggies cut and prepped, and I'm just going to add them right in. Cauliflower in. All right, added a little more seasoning with those veggies, and I'm just going to kind of toss those around a little bit, and then I'm going to add the other container of chicken broth. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of this crumbled bacon that I just cooked up. And then I'm going to put it on low and let it cook for about 6 to 8 hours. All right, guys, so I've added about half a cup or so of heavy whipping cream here, maybe a little more. I just guesstimate, pour it in there till the color looks right. And then I added a block of sharp cheddar cheese that I shredded up, and then just let it go for like another hour or so, and it will be good to go. And I'll show you when I plate it all up. Loaded chicken and cauliflower soup all ready, and it is smelling delicious. And I made some Southern Keto cookbook cornbread. Here, I just pulled it out of the oven, and we are getting ready to eat dinner. All right, guys, super quick dinner here. I have this center cut pork loin that I got. I posted it in my last grocery haul. If you guys didn't see that, I will link it down below. But this is just going to be super quick. I'm just throwing this pork loin right in the crock pot, and then I'm going to cover it with this complete seasoning, which I absolutely love, and a bunch of these chopped onions, and some of this G. Hughes honey mustard dipping sauce, which only has 1 net carb per serving, and then some of this coconut and oil grass-fed ghee. And that's it. I'm going to let it cook on high, probably about 6 hours or so, and then I will show you when it's all ready. All right, guys, here I have the pork loin all covered with a layer of that honey dipping sauce, and then a layer of those onions and some seasoning. The pork loin is massive. As you can see, it takes up almost the whole crock pot. So those onions will make a super crunchy topping on the top, and I'll show you when it's all done. So the pork tenderloin is all done. It is super tender and falling apart. I just pulled some out here to make up my plate, and I just have some southern style green beans here on the side and some cauliflower mash that I had left over, so I just heated them up real quick, threw some butter on them, and that is what I'm going to be having for dinner tonight. All right, guys, so that does it for this video. I hope you guys got some new ideas or some different variations to do pork ribs or boneless pork tenderloins, which I absolutely love doing. They make always a ton of leftovers, and you can do so many different things to them, as you saw. So I hope you guys try some of these out. Let me know down in the comments below which one that you want to try, or different variations that you do for different crock pot meals. I would love to hear from you guys. And if you're not following me on Instagram, of course, as always, make sure that you check me out over there at InWithJen. I'll put it on the screen here, and I always have it linked down below. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and hit that thumbs up button if you guys enjoyed this video, or if you want to see more crockpot meals that I do. And also, if you're new here, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so they will notify you every time I upload a new video. And I will catch you on the next one.